The problem of practice I am discussing is public speaking for students with an anxiety disorder. I teach students in high school, and I see every day how prevalent anxiety is. I had several students in my room last year that have severe anxiety, and I personally struggle with anxiety, and it's something that I continue to face and face in school without very much help from others. The Anxiety and Depression Association said research shows that untreated children with anxiety disorders are at a higher risk to perform poorly in school, miss out on important social experiences, and engage in substance abuse. The NEA, or the National Education Association, described anxiety as an epidemic affecting our youth. In an article, the NEA said in February a Pew survey found that 70% of teens say anxiety and depression is a major problem among their peers. Jessica Maples Keller and colleagues discussed the use of virtual reality technology in the treatment of anxiety and other psychiatric disorders, and explained how VR-based techniques are ideal for exposure therapy, as the sense of presence experienced in VR provides the opportunity to immerse the person in the feared environment that is tailored to match specific aspects of his or her fear structures, thereby activating those structures and enabling them to be modified. They go on to reveal that VR treatment research led for anxiety disorders have shown a large decline in symptoms of anxiety, a powerful real-life impact, and stability long-term. So the two apps I'm going to show you really quickly today is one is the application called Virtual Speech, and the other is the application called Calm. I chose the Virtual Speech application because the research I conducted showed that virtual reality is one of the most talked about tools to help anxiety of public speaking. I use VR goggles in my classroom, and I did not realize that this was a practice that could be very helpful to my students. One unique affordance of this digital tool is that the virtual speech application allows the students to choose their scenarios and practice in different environments. They also can upload their presentation, and they can practice in their environment. It also offers feedback and speech analysis, which is an amazing tool to use as well. And I use the Emerge VR goggles in my classroom. A unique restraint would be that the virtual speech application is not able to be used without VR goggles, and it also is definitely tailored towards an older group of students and maybe not as effective or hard to use for younger students. The other app is a Calm or mindfulness application app, and this can be used anywhere, which is one of its unique affordances. It's a mindfulness application that schools can use campus-wide, and as mentioned before, kids are experiencing greater pressures earlier in life and feel more stress and anxiety than ever before. So this allows for different types of meditation, sleep stories, music, other types of classes and things that they can go through. And this can be used anywhere. So both of these tools align with Universal Design for Learning. It directly connects UDL practices of intentional planning for learner variability, flexibility, giving choices, and frequent and pointed formative assessments. I think both of these tools would be effective in the classroom for anyone, but specifically students with anxiety of public speaking, because they are trying to develop habits and mindsets of positive practice.